Okay, good morning. We are headed out on our last weekend warrior trip from the cabin until we hit the road for the duration of this year. We're headed up to Mesa Verde. I don't know if you can relate to this, but Mesa Verde is about 4.5 hours away. It's so close to the cabin that we've never done it. Because this season has a focus on national parks, we thought we would take some weekend trips like we did Zion. And now we're gonna do Mesa Verde, Sunset Crater, before we actually hit the road, head up the west, and really do some stunning national parks. So that's what we have going on in this video. Caleb's gonna come with us. Charlie's gonna be here. Trish, I'm gonna round up everybody and we're gonna get on the road. So here's a little glimpse of what's to come, and we'll see you in just a second.
So I'm making hummus, and if you make one serving, you might as well make two, right?
Wow, I mean, we were just in the desert, it seems, and look at that green mountain.
Wow, Mesa Verde. Hi.
How's it going in here?
Oh, you know.
Hey, Caleb, brought the groceries.
Oh, I love online grocery shopping.
I know
it's
you
wonderful. I spend less money, I waste less time, and I end up getting less than I needed.
You end up getting less things.
Less things. Like this time I forgot to put lettuce in, and we're making a salad for dinner. So I'm swapping my meals, and I figure we'll go to a local grocery store up in Utah.
Okay.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
I like seeing different, these are the things that make me happy. I like seeing other people's grocery stores.
What are you making on this episode? You're gonna make a dish?
Sure, let's hang out together for our dinners.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
All calls are recorded for quality assurance.
Yeah, well, I'm recording this call too.
To schedule a service appointment, press 1.
Just on the phone with Chapman Ford out of Scottsdale, so I can schedule a service appointment for the truck when Trish and I go to Florida next week, to drop Carson off at school. We figure if we're gonna be out of the truck for 7 days, it might as well be at Chapman getting some service. Plus, there's just a little bit of a whine that the truck is making. And I don't know what it is. It sounds like a pump. Something underneath is making kind of a whining sound. So I want to get that checked out. The truck's got 72,000 miles on it. So probably just a complete service would be good too. Otherwise, zero issues. No I mean, I've replaced the wipers and the oil. That's it.
This place is kind of a wreck. Hey.
Yes.
You guys want to start bringing stuff downstairs?
Yeah, what do you got?
Groceries.
Oh, and those towels.
And towels. Clean towels.
Oh, you have like groceries? Oh, we're just putting the groceries like in the RV?
Sometimes I wonder if you're just pulling my leg.
No, I thought usually you prepare, you make something and you organize, and some goes here and some goes in the RV. We don't just... So you got groceries just for the RV?
No.
Just for this trip?
But I have things for you to start bringing down. Here you go.
Here, stop talking.
Let's talk about another subject.
Hey, listen. It hasn't been 6 months yet. I'll install it. I'll install it, I promise.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Right there.
All right.
Thank you for choosing Discount Tire. My name is Ian. How may I help you?
Hey there. I ordered some Airstream wheels last week, and I was just wondering if they came in.
Yeah, let me double check. What's your phone number? Yes, sir. Yep. Looks like everything is in for you.
Right on. So those are Sendel T0-3 16-inch wheels?
You got it.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
Man, I feel like we're in a Star Wars movie.
I know.
Seriously.
This is the way. Like
we're all in agreement based upon the way that the lighting is and the storm, the white sands and the dark sky that it feels like we're driving through another planet. It's crazy. Look at this. It's crazy today.
I knew the roads on other planets would be better.
Yeah, I did think the roads on other planets would be better. I think things are going to get crazy. Hopefully there's not too much dirt in this storm. It looks pretty gnarly.
This is officially a haboob.
All right. For those that don't know what a haboob is, I'm going to overlay a little information about a haboob, and then we will see you from inside the haboob.
Dust is easily picked up, even with the slightest breeze. Now imagine what that turns into when high winds are flowing out of a collapsing thunderstorm. We don't just get your average dust storm. We get a massive wall of dust called a haboob.
All right, this is definitely better. I don't have a lot of the dirt. It's just straight up rain. Getting all the dirt off the airstream. I tell you, I don't know how many times I've been burned by this, but we're coming up on Mesa Verde National Park because that's what I put in our driveway. Because 4.5 hours ago, I didn't know where we were staying. I don't know if we shared the tobacco. Hey there, this is Mark calling you back. I was looking for that reservation. I don't know, I can't find any reservations, so I might as well stay with you.
So when are you coming in, Mark?
Oh, we're gonna be there at 6 p.m. This happens all the time. We put in a destination thinking that along the way we'll update it with the correct address, and then we'll end up in the middle of some town with a clock tower, and we'll look up and be like, where's the RV park? And they'll be like, you are now in, you know, whatever name, you know, fill in the blank. All right, Caleb's grabbing the information because we're doing after-hour check-in. Trish is over here just trying to influence everyone to go out to dinner because something about not having lettuce.
And a blender.
And a blender? Who would have thought lettuce in a blender would just shut the whole system down?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
There it is, the Holy Grail. My work here is done. Hi, Charlie.
Charlie. Hi, Charlie boy.
I don't know if you can hear that little squeak. Just a little squeak when people move around, but these take care of that. A lot of people, some people aren't a fan, and I think they are people that don't have very many people in the RV. If you're traveling solo, I don't even know if you could tell that you're moving around. If you have another person, you might be able to, but if you travel with kids, dogs, there's just enough movement in the RV where this is gonna eliminate that movement of the trailer going back and forth. It's about good. And then when I'm done putting these, I leave this wrench facing inside like this, so if it rains, it doesn't get wet. And then I don't have to go look for it when it's time to go. All right, Trish, what's the plan?
Okay, let's go out and get some dinner. Oh, I know. He wants to go for like a walk or something.
Yeah?
He wants up on this bed. So let's, oh, you want to get up on the bed? Come on.
Oh, you guys spoil this dog.
Come on. He doesn't want to get on the bed. He wants to go for a walk.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go for a little Mexican food, and then tomorrow morning we'll wake up really early. We'll get all the beautiful views before our little tour, and we'll just get all the goodies of Mesa Verde. I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Senor, today is the day I became a man.
I think this is a must stop. I do. There's only a little bit gone. It's as big as my head, but there's only a little. Big. It really is. Look how big it is. Great. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Mesa Verde.
Thank you.
Do you have a National Parks Pass?
It expired. Can we get a new one?
Yeah, the annual pass is $80. Good until the end of next August.
Thank you.
The last part of site etiquette is just remembering how special Mesa Verde is. There's 26 different indigenous groups that call Mesa Verde their ancestral home. So while we're walking through these ancient houses, just keep in mind that it's not a playground, it's a place that deserves your respect.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Something really extraordinary was happening here. I mean, democracy, you know, we like to think of America as the hub of democracy. Before that word was ever invented, it was happening here. It was playing out in this place. They were choosing that over top-down leadership and sharing power. And so, certain times of the year, one group would be in charge of delegating all of the people.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you guys doing today?
Good. We got a reservation in Morefield.
Okay, so good for you now.
We have relocated over here to Morefield Campground.
Yes.
And couldn't be happier.
It's so peaceful.
I took a nap.
Nice.
I took a nap earlier. There's nothing better than having all the windows in your RV open
Yeah.
and taking a nap.
With no noise.
Nothing.
It's wonderful.
You can tell.
I'm keeping my voice down because there's like 4 other campers near us, but
They're
not
so
next
far
to
away
us.
they can't hear us, but it's that kind of feeling.
Yes.
We have a few things we want to share about Mesa Verde, starting with the blog,
Yes.
which is going to be something that we're going to continue to do this season as we visit national parks.
So there's hot tips, there's where to stay, what to do, where to stay outside of the park, and then I'm adding in my favorite Mexican food restaurant here.
Yes.
Okay, because that was great.
Yeah. Basically, everything we wish we would have known before we visited a national park, we are including in this blog. And so if you go to keepyourdaydream.com/Mesa Verde, all one word, you'll get everything. Top tips and all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
But there's just a few things we want to cover right now. You were saying earlier about like coming here to learn.
Yes, well, it's a cultural national park. Normally you come to a national park and it's about like the shooting mountains and the waterfalls and the hikes and things like that. But here you're learning about the Pueblo Indians, and it is so neat, the history. So one thing that I really enjoyed was booking the guide and going on the scheduled trip, because you're going down all these beautiful stairs and up these little ladders, but you're learning what happened here. And as much as I tried to go online before, just because I like to give myself some scope of reference, it wasn't until we heard that from the park ranger that it really came to life.
Yeah. One of the things the park ranger said is that this is a strenuous tour, meaning that you're going down steps, you're climbing up ladders, and we're at 7,000 feet. So some people that were coming from, like, you know, the cabin's at 7,000 feet, but if you're coming from like sea level and you're just popping up here, you may find yourself more thirsty or lightheaded, things of that nature. I wanted to mention that we learned this kind of abruptly as we always do. It's about an hour from the park entrance all the way back to where the tour started.
It was like 39 minutes if nobody gets in your way.
It can be an hour. It could be an hour and a half if there was any road construction. So our suggestion is a couple things. One is when you book your tour, and possibly even staying here on recreation.gov, there is no cell phone coverage in the park. We're actually using Starlink marvelously. It's amazing, okay? But if you don't have cell phone coverage, what I was gonna say is, take your tour ticket and take a screenshot of it, because when the guide said, I'll meet you down at the gate and check your tickets, there was just kind of a collective moan.
A little bit of panic.
Of the whole group.
Yes.
So take a screenshot of your park pass, allow plenty of time to get back
Your
there.
reservations,
Your
not
reservation.
your park pass. Your reservation.
Great point, yeah, the tour reservation.
Yes.
Okay, allow plenty of time to get there, bring sunscreen, all that type of stuff. Also, there were a lot of motorcyclists in the park.
This would be a great ride.
Yeah.
If you have, if you're traveling with your motorcycles, or you come here specifically on the destination to do that, it's worth it. Yeah, and you would really get up close to all the vistas, because there's several places to turn off, and then you just get to see the beautiful valley. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how green and nice it is. After all, it is called Mesa Verde.
Yeah. Well, it was a surprise to us. We didn't realize it had this kind of elevation. It's beautiful. Anyway, so don't forget to go to keepyourdaydream.com/Mesa Verde. Leave on the blog, there's comments down below. Let us know what you think. Ask other questions. What other information should we include?
If you've been here, let us know what you did and what you thought was great.
But let us know if this is worth the effort. I think it will be, but it is a lot of extra effort. But we're doing this because we have found national parks to be so worthwhile, stunning in every way, but a little confusing until you get there and you kind of get a lay of the land. And if you're coming from across the country, you might only have one shot. We want to make sure it's good for you.
I love it. You know what they call national parks?
What?
America's best idea.
Wow.
It really is.
Is that Theodore Roosevelt? He said that?
No, I don't know that I'm quoting anyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyhow.
But that's the tagline, America's best idea, and it really was. It is so beautiful to visit these magical places.
Yeah, this was fun. All right, so we're going to make a little dinner. We're going to pop over to the amphitheater. Just as long as we're chatting here, then Trish and I, Carson and Caleb, we're all flying to Florida because Carson's going to school.
Yes, we drop him off at school.
We're going to do a little update on the KYD bungalow. We're going to drop him off at school. The Airstream's getting new tires, new wheels. So we're going to do a tire video, dropping Carson off at school, and then we are officially hitting the road and continuing the National Park Blitz.
Yes.
That's it for now.
Let's go make dinner.
Oh, that feels good.
Mom.
Oh, that feels good.
I've wanted to get back there for so long.
Trish, we have Wi-Fi calling. I just called your phone to test. It's working. The only reason that this is so important is because Trish is actually working on a lot of things back in Phoenix. And it's important that we had connectivity today. So we have no cell phone coverage here, but we have Starlink, and then we have Wi-Fi enabled calling on the phones. So that's good. Now we can focus on just being here because we don't have to worry about not being somewhere else, if that makes sense. There we go. We're getting started. Whoop, 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 whoop. 42, 50, 60, 60. It's only got 72, 73, 76, 80. We're in the 80s. Isn't that amazing?
Okay, I'm making some hummus, and I'm gonna put it down below and put like a little Mediterranean salad on top. The only thing I'm missing is mint. That's like the key.
Ah, and
But what are you gonna do?
Mediterranean.
Anyway, so I'm making hummus, and if you make one serving, you might as well make two, right?
Yeah, that's your saying. That's your saying. What is it?
So,
just what are the garbanzo beans?
Garbanzo beans.
Oh, so you found a blender?
I did. I found this up here. I thought it was down there.
I knew you'd always have a blender stashed away somewhere here, Trish.
I know, a blender, a zester. These are the things I travel with.
Yes.
So anyway,
All right, how do you make hummus?
Well, I like to put a little bit of garlic. If you get garlic paste, it's really nice because then you don't get chunks of garlic.
Yeah.
So what was that? A teaspoon. And then I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Yellowbird sriracha.
Yep.
Okay. Because it's not like super sriracha. It's really nice.
Super spicy, you mean?
Yeah. So I think less than a tablespoon. Probably
What's that
a
stuff?
half a cup. Tahini. It's like sesame seed peanut butter.
Okay.
Okay. Sesame seeds version.
Okay.
Then we're gonna put in some lemon juice.
Okay.
Okay. Like that. Okay. Then then we're going to throw in some olive oil. Really good olive oil, because
really good olive oil.
You're going to be tasting this. So what is that? Maybe 1/4 cup.
That's, to my calculation, that's accurate.
Then, you didn't think I left home without these. Okay. My go-to garlic salt. Love this thing. It goes well with everything. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. So, za'atar is a Mediterranean herb.
Yes.
And I find it to be really nice, but a little flat.
Okay.
So it needs a little pick-me-up.
Okay.
This is the pick-me-up. So I'm going to put in like a teaspoon of this. It has salt, pepper, garlic, parsley.
Okay.
I'm going to put in like a tablespoon of this. Okay, because that's really good.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to town.
And go to town, you mean blend?
Yes, and I reserved the juice because I probably need to use that to loosen it up.
Okay. What is this, little Ninja food processor?
Yeah, they used to be like $19 and now they're like $40.
Yeah, like everything.
Whoa. See how it's getting like a little stubborn? So then, instead of adding more olive oil, which you could do, I'm going to add just a little bit of juice from the garbanzo bean. So that I'm not adding in extra fats if I don't need to. Even though that's really good fat with olive oil.
Sure.
And then I'm probably going to crack open another lemon. Do another half a lemon.
Okay.
And the zest of 1 lemon. It's really bright and really nice. So anyway, I'm going to put that on a platter and put a little Mediterranean salad over the top. A little side of salmon. Dinner. Done. I'm glad we have it. Okay, hold on, Charlie. Hold on, Charlie.
Did it all come together?
It all came together.
Oh, that looks delicious. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, somebody's excited.
Put those in there.
That looks so good. All right.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't look at me snuggling with my teddy bear. This is private time.
This is my time with my teddy bear.
Ooh, sun's intense. The sun is out. Sun came up early this morning. Beautiful watching it. There's just nothing better than waking up with all the blinds open because there's nobody around and seeing the colors of the morning in the west. It's fantastic. So we're packing up to leave, but before we go, I wanted to look under here. I wanted to get this rug and kind of inspect the axles because I don't know if this made the edit how we got here, but as we were driving around looking for a site, there was a huge pothole over there. And as I was paying attention to making the turn wide enough, I wasn't paying attention to the wheel going into this massive pipe pothole, and it literally stopped the RV. Combined, we're about 17,000 pounds. So 17,000 pounds just stopped right on the tire. It just bang. So disappointing because I'm concerned that if the axle just gets a bit out of alignment or anything, and I'm about to put new tires on the RV, that it's just gonna, wear the tread or have any other issues. So I'm gonna go down there with a tape measure. Well, first of all, I'm gonna inspect the mounting points of the axles, make sure nothing's been damaged, and then I'm gonna go ahead and measure the distance between the wheels on the right and the left side, make sure they're the same. Just do some level of due diligence, make sure we're good. I think it's okay, just peace of mind. It's just super stout under there. I don't know if you recall, but when we did the lift on this Airstream, I was going to use the Dexter 3-inch lift, which is a bolt-on kit that adds basically a short substrate that lifts it up. And not only did that add more clearance for the bumper, but I swear it tows better, because these trucks now, the F-250, they're so big that I feel like it leveled things out, and it towed better when we did that. But anyway, for the parts that were sent for the Dexter part were the incorrect parts. And so Cliff's Welding said, hey, look, we don't really use those parts anyway. We just usually use like tubing, 2 or 3-inch tubing. And I said, well, because this is going to be a totally permanent job, why don't we do the 2-inch? Because I can't reverse it, and I was a little worried the 3-inch might be too big. So what they did is they added a 2-inch tubing substrate along the entire section here, and then they welded it completely into place. It has added so much rigidity and stoutness, if that's a word, to the undercarriage that, I mean, it didn't budge at all, which is great. And then there's big bolts, which is really nice. Now, if you don't have an Airstream, if you have a towable travel trailer or fifth wheel, how the leaf springs are connected to the frame is through hangers, and the hangers are like a U shape like this. And then they weld them here, and they weld one right here. Well, they're not welded right here. And so what will happen, I see this all the happen. Not only did it happen to our first RV, but I see on Facebook all the time. If this were to have happened with our previous towable RVs, there's a good chance that that leaf spring hanger would have become detached or bent. There's just a lot of pressure on the RV as it turns. So what we did in Mexico, which was a recommendation of Carol's husband, who used to do heavy hauling, is he said, just take a small plate and put it on that hanger and weld that on. It increases the rigidity or the strength of that hanger. It's a very easy thing to do if you're already going to do like framework or chassis work on your towable RV. Is just go ahead and add that plate. Yeah, but it all looks good under there. I'm just going to go ahead and measure this and make sure. But I think we're good.
Go get it.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll get in for ducks. Okay. All right, we'll go. You want to stop by the visitor center?
I do. I need my stamp, but someone, I'm not going to name any names, took my passport out of the glove box. So I think when you don't have your little passport,
yeah,
they have these little bookmarks.
Sure.
And you put the stamp on it.
Boom.
And you're done. You just bring it and you put it in your thing.
Wasn't Caleb. Let's just use this person's initials, M-A-R-C.
Road is flooded?
Come on. No. Oh, I really want to just get home.
Oh dear.
Doing?
Okay,
is
hold
he
on.
Moving the rocks?
State trooper's here. I'm hoping the state trooper's gonna make a little pass through, and then he's gonna say, "You guys are being a bunch of babies. Let everybody through." That's kind of what I'm fingers crossed now, because I just watched the state trooper go right on through with no problems. Look.
He didn't go through the water.
He did. He's going through right now.
No.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Is he testing it out?
Testing the waters?
Testing the waters.
All right, it's day 4. Things are looking good for the group.
What is that, cream cheese?
No.
Put on your face.
This is a moisturizer and a butter knife.
You guys
No
don't
way,
know.
no way. It's happening.
Wow, that road looks good.
It's happening. The moment we've been waiting for. Day 6. And we are now...
Rear left door ajar. Caleb,
left door
it.
ajar.
It's really fun.
Now the other side has problems. Alright, that's it. We're back on the road. That is the end of this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday.